The good news, Coach, is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 60 or. Right, 54. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. Recon, 132 fighter. Deuce. He's checking. Crash. Check out.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Second and 10. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. They'll look to throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, third and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check pass.
On second down now. It's Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, it's Carson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
They just gave up the sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they'll have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult play to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I got him. Set it ready.
They'll run with Davis. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Let's go. 18, Gator. 54, line 54. You run. Out. Showing it. There go.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. They run it with Carson. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. He's got Lockett. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Get ready. Spot that.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check 53. 65.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And it's caught. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Wilson on the keeper. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins. Sure. Watch this one.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let him know.
2nd and long. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A third down gain of 19.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A pass complete here to Conley. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Sponge! No!
After the penalty, it's Davis. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. Topper! Get it!
They'll run with Davis. Now Davis fumbles it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Mike's by 4. Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball. Let's go.
2nd and 9 now. Open man, Tanner Gabriel. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Davis. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Ready?
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
On the ready. 54, right there. 54, Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today. Kill. You draw Porter. Let's go.
Back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but let me finish. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. The catch and run there, good for 16 the first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the pass.
Looking to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Tighten down. There you go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now back to throw. Completes it to Davis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Down. 10 Tucson. 49. I'm scared. Get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. This one into the hands of Burton.
Oh, yeah.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ready, ready! 50, plant!
I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming!
Let's go!
He'll look to throw. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. They're going to look to throw. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
17. Bears 7. Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front. Really well done.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. This is Carson. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups We're going to see him when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's Carson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's get this.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's caught by Petty. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think that's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run again with Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Wilson now on 3rd down. Wilson, it's loose. It's out, fumble.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
He's sideline here. He's sideline to the right.
They'll look to throw here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Come on,
they'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Look at me. Go. Shoot.
It's Davis on the counter. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And that was a good run, and it should get the attention of the defense, but it can't just dwell on it. They've been playing so well this entire game. Maybe they just look at it and say, okay, congratulations, you got one on us, and just not let it turn into more.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They're going to try and throw. Able to find Conley. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
54 Mike. Man, I got you.
Snap.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jadeveon Clowney, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll look to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go.
49.
They'll drop the throw. Caught here by Conley. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Check.
Again, it's Penny. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, you got deep?
Alert.
10.
There's Wilson to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Rashad Penny trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson steps away to his left. Room here to run. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
They're not ready for this.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
First and 10.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got Burton here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Here I come again.
Second and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Back to throw. And an alley to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Ready? 18 days. 54.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Mike's by 4. Focus, defense, focus.
Second and 3. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's third and short. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Bears on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time it's third and 3. Now it's Davis. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
All day, every day.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Just like that.
Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trey Flowers picks it. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
That's a touchdown right there.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
47-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Completes it to Davis. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Let's go. Double tight.
2nd and 11. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Cut, 380.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Seahawks, their very slim playoff
10 Lobo. Shoot! Ready, ready! 60 Outlaw. Say hut! Ready to break. Pilot, 64, Leaf River, Leaf River. Set, 10 Tucson. Now. Set, ready, get it. Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator, topper, hut, go. Ready, 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie, fire. Come on, set, 90 Wolf, blue draw corkers. Ready, ready. Here we go! Set, go! Let's go! 30 bait, hit it! Set up! 60 orange! Hit it! Here we go, set, 70, Indy. Shoot! Let's go now. 60 picks. Huh? Ready up. Leaf River. Leaf River. Down. 8 Reed. Approach now. On the double. Get it. Ready, ready. Hot, go. Set, fire. Set, ready. Ready, ready. Got it. Set, go. On the ready. Hit it. Here we go. go, here we go. 6, on the set. Shoot. Ready. Say hut. Ready. 10-2 saw. Leap river. Leap river. Come on, set. 50, plant. Now. Here we go. Get it.